in this episode, this is episode 5 and it's going to be the last episode on Microsoft Word. Now let's start. The first thing I will show you how to use the rulers, which are very important because they ensure precise formatting and alignment of text and objects on the page. Now when you want to use the rulers, you can come to view. As you can see, you select it and then you have the ruler by the side here. So when it is off, the rulers will be invisible, and when you on it, you can see we have the rulers here. Here we have the left margin and then we have the right margin at this side, and if you go to the top, we have the top margin, as you can see, and then we also have the bottom margin. These four are very important because they are used to adjust the pages and the text on your document. Now number 2, how do you insert page number? It's also important because it organizes and identifies pages in a document, aiding navigation. It's very important. How do you do that? You go to insert, you select it, and when you come here, you see we have page number. When you select it, you have different formats: top of page, bottom of page, page margins, and so on. So whenever you come close to this, you see we have different formats here: plain number 1, plain number 2, plain number 3. So you can choose the one you want. You can even format page numbers and edit the way you want it. Now let's select this one, plain number 2. So as you can see, we have our number page. So if you like, you can put it here, or if you want, the numbers is going to be just below the page. So you choose it yourself and the one you want. And then the third one, I will talk about inserting tables. How do you insert tables, and why do you insert tables? Inserting tables are very important. It's very important because it facilitates the arrangement of data in a structured format, because it enhances readability and organization in documents. Now the first thing you do is you go to insert. You can see, so you have table. When you select this small arrow, you see we have different formats of table that you can use to insert. When you select, you see you have your table inserted here. You can also format the table. As you can see, we have different formats here, so you choose the one you want and the color you want. You also have borders, you also have shadings and different color on how to shade the cells. Now if you want to type in the cells, you just click in the cell and you type, and then if you want to go to the next cell, you press tab and then you continue typing. Tab, you continue typing. So that's how you do it, and how you type in a table or a cell. And then the fourth one is about the inserting images. How do you insert images? Inserting images is very important because it enhances visual appeal and supports document content. So the first thing you do if you want to insert image is you go to the insert tab here, and then you have table, picture, clip art. So you go to image or pictures, as you can see it here. So when you select picture, then it will take you to your computer desktop. So you choose the image that you want to insert to your computer. For example, let's take this one. As you can see, so we have this image inserted. Now let's take it outside. Let's do it here so that it will not come out inside the table. Now picture, you select it. So as you can see, you have your image inserted, and if you like, you can resize the image and you can make it fit inside your document. And then the fifth one is about the footer. The footer adds information, example, the page numbers, the copyright, and so on. You can use it around the footer. So how do you insert the footer? You go to the insert tab. When you go to the insert tab, you see we have footer here. So you can choose the type of footer you want. This usually comes under the page, as you can see here. So you can edit your footer. when you press outside the document, it will now be saved, as you can see here. And then we have the header. The header is the opposite of the footer. It provides a consistent area at the top of each page for titles, chapter names, or other repeated information. The same thing with the footer. You just go to the insert, and then when you come here, you see we have the header. So when you select, you have different fonts you can choose. For example, like this one, you see you can edit it. Maybe write the name of your novel, 15 ways to write better. You now select it outside the document. As you can see, it is now on the top of the page, of each page. So we call it the header. And then we have the footnotes, which is the last one. The footnotes allows additional explanations, citations, or comments without cluttering the main text. How do you insert the footnotes? You go to the insert tab. As you can see, we have, by this side, we have references, header, footer, and other things. So when you come here, you see we have bookmarks, and then you have cross-reference. I think this is an old version of the Microsoft Word. If you are using Microsoft 2016 or maybe a higher version, you see that we have footnotes. So footnotes are also important in Microsoft Word because you can add many things and titles that are very important for explanations and so on. So this is the last episode on Microsoft Word, but before that, let me show you how to print in Microsoft Word. When you finish typing all this and you want to print your document, you press Ctrl P, and then you can choose the printer you want to print and the copies you want. You can increase the copies, and you can also change the orientation, either landscape or portrait. Or if you don't know how to use the Ctrl P, you can just go direct to File, and then you come here and you select Print. Then you choose your printer, and you now select the print to come out through your computer and through your printer that you selected. So this is the last episode on Microsoft Word, and I discussed about many things from episode 1 to episode 5 on the basic things you need to know in Microsoft Word. I won't be able to cover everything, but at least I talked about many things that you need to know about Microsoft Word. In our next tutorial, that's in our next class, we'll discuss about Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is our next tutorial, which we will start from episode 1 in our next video. So thank you, and see you next time. Thank you very much.